Hello, I'm Carol Kidu Jr. with the Midday News. Some districts and provinces have received a lot of funding from the national government but have nothing to show for on ground. Menyama MP Solen Loifa highlighted this when stressing on the need to efficiently implement projects in their respective districts.
Menyama is one of the districts in Morobe province that is progressing at a rapid pace, similar to Wawaria and Lei. Local MP Solen Loifa, when speaking at the final parliament session of 2025 on December 2nd, emphasized the need to maintain accountability and transparency, which would result in infrastructural development and service delivery in each MP's respective district and province. He stressed on the need to adopt stringent measures to prevent corruption and mismanagement, which can derail our development goals.
There are some districts and provinces where so much have been given by the national government, but to commensurate such level of investment on the ground, there is nothing to show for. So it is up to us in managing those resources that the government has given us and remits yearly. It is up to us, each districts and each provinces, to show for those. We want to say thank you to the national government. Whatever you have given us, we assure you that we have invested in improving the lives of our people, such as building roads, police stations, water supplies, market, and the district office infrastructure. And we want to assure the government that we will try our best in whatever that you remit to us, whether big or small. It is our responsibility to manage it wisely and use it prudently. It is also vital to ensure that these projects are implemented and efficiently and transparently implemented. Mr. Speaker, the country has never known Menyama. Country knows that Menyama struggles in the mountains. We push and pull cars with bags of coffee. And most of the time, the people of Menyama, when they could not transport the coffees, they burned the coffee trees when coffee bags, tons of coffee bags when they cannot transport them to Lei.
Loifa thanked the government for the Connect PNG program, which has connected the people of Kudidanka, Kaintiba, Bema, Tawa, Lagai, Walela on the borders of Marawaka, who are now able to transport their coffee bags. Loifa said they no longer have to burn their coffee bags due to lack of road access. Kamela Guare, TVWAN News.
One of Mission Aviation Fellowship's newest addition to the fleet, Cessna Caravan P2 AFD, is already impacting remote villages in the country. Recently, the plane transported 2.4 tons of building materials to Yambaitok, an isolated community in Enga Province. The delivery will support the construction of a new aid post, enabling residents to access basic health care. Pastor Jackson Minau from Kompiam District Hospital shared that health services in the remote areas heavily depend on MAF, as there are no other options in terms of building hospitals, referring patients to and from, or sending staff to where the communities are. The project in Yambaitok is one of several aid post initiatives spearheaded by Kompiam District Hospital. Eastern Highlands Province recorded a quiet and peaceful New Year celebration, with police confirming no major incidents during the festive period for the first time in the province's history. The peaceful outcome of New Year celebrations in Eastern Highlands followed a well-coordinated New Year police operation across Gorka Town and all 8 districts. Police confirmed that no serious cases were reported and no victims were admitted to the emergency department at Gorka Provincial Hospital during New Year celebrations. On the morning of December 31st, 2025, police carried out public awareness in Goroka town, advising business houses, residents and visitors to leave the town area by 2 p.m. The message was well received, with people complying and leaving town early. With heavy rainfall in the afternoon and into the night, New Year celebrations were moved into private residences, further contributing to the calm and controlled environment. Police records show only 27 incidents were reported on the night of December 31st, a significant reduction compared to previous years. On January 1st, 2026, only 8 complaints were registered, all alcohol-related offenses. Throughout the night, police maintained visibility in Goroka town, along the main highway and at strategic roadblocks from Mangiro on the Simbu border to Kasam Pass, bordering Morobe province. Fiji's Prime Minister says the government is ramping up its fight against the illegal drug trade in the new year. Fiji has experienced a surge in methamphetamine abuse and trafficking, with authorities describing the situation as a drug pandemic. Prime Minister Sitiveni Rabuka said the Republic of Fiji military forces will assist the police fight against international cartels, which includes the maritime space. Rabuka said regional cooperation is key, where the RFMF, the Fiji Navy, will operate with regional partners to deter, disrupt, and dismantle criminal syndicate networks and their business model. As the world waits to learn what will happen next in Venezuela, the developments have been met with mixed emotions in Australia. Many in the tight-knit Venezuelan community have welcomed the removal of President Maduro, but there is still confusion and anxiety about what lies ahead for loved ones back home.
The streets of Caracas are virtually empty, but the supermarkets are full. Locals have been queuing for hours as they prepare to hunker down.
We're here getting provisions to take home because we don't know what's to come.
Venezuelans in Australia are anxious too.
We are happy for the actions that happen, but it's tense. We don't know what's going to happen.
Today, some gathered in Melbourne after comforting frightened loved ones during the strikes.
They gathered all of the mattresses, dinners, pillows and whatnot, and they essentially created a fort for themselves.
Sydney woman Maria Alejandra Ocando left Venezuela 8 years ago and hopes this will mark a turning point in her home country.
It's something that needs to be done and finally has been done. So this changed the game, changed the history.
The Department of Foreign Affairs says Australians should leave Venezuela as soon as it's safe to do so. In a statement, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese urged all parties to support dialogue and diplomacy in order to secure regional stability and prevent escalation. Opposition leader Susan Lee welcomed Nicolas Maduro being taken into custody, describing him as an illegitimate president.
This afternoon, protests are taking place around the country, including here in Sydney, where this rally is deemed unauthorised in the wake of the Bondi attack. Protesters are condemning the actions by the US and they're calling for the Australian government to distance itself from the Trump administration.
But in Adelaide, there were messages of thanks for the US president. Many who once lived in fear say they now live in hope.
The NCD Governors' Cup Rugby League Final Series will move into its preliminary rounds today to decide who goes through to the big dance on Wednesday. Despite encountering several technical challenges with match officials and point differentials among the participating teams, the NCD Governors' Cup Final Series for both men and women Cup and Plate playoffs continued Saturday and Sunday at the Connie Tigers Oval.
It's crunch time for the remaining top 4 teams in the 2025-2026 NCD Governors' Cup Final Series in the Cup and Plate categories as the battle for the top prize continues. The 2 winners in each category will meet in the Grand Final decider set for this Wednesday, 7th January at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. Similarly, the women's playoff will go through the same process today. tournament director overseeing all three respective tournaments, rugby league, soccer and netball, Billy Aki, has again thanked respective coordinators and support staff for their hard work and effort in making sure games proceeded well.
So I'm a lot of thank you to the team managers, a lot of all team managers, sponsors, for bringing team come. Thank you,
Aki said despite encountering several technical challenges with match officials and points differentials among the participating teams, the final series for both men's and women's cup and plate playoff continued well over the last 3 days at the Coney Tigers Oval.
Two winner by go straight cup grand final. Lucia come down by let playoff long plate final. Ulman or the crisscross the son. Two winner by advance go cup final. Lucia by come back again a plate final game.
All cup and plate semi-final playoff will continue today to decide the top two teams to compete in the major cup, plate and bowl final. All cup and plate semi-final playoff will continue today to decide the top two teams to compete in the major cup, plate and bowl grand finals. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
And finally, in a build-up to the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2026 qualifier, PNG women's cricket team Lewas are in Australia for the Toyota Australian Country Cricket Championships as part of their high-performance preparations. On the weekend, Lewas played 3 friendlies, winning 2 and losing 1. In match 1 on Saturday, Lewas beat New South Wales Country by 1 run. In the second match, Lewas suffered a defeat against a top Victoria Country women's side. In yesterday's entertaining match, Lewas batted out Queensland Country women to secure a 94-run win. Queensland Country women were then bowled out for 74 runs while chasing the target. PNG won by 20 runs. Lewas depart for Nepal from Australia this week for the global qualifiers set from January 12th to February 2nd. And that's been the news update. Do join me at 6 tonight for more news and sports.